stretch. I didn't grow up here in Colorado. I grew up mostly in Southern California. I left home literally when I was 18. I got tired of the abuse from my parents and all the ifs, ands, do's, or don'ts that that I had to go through. My parents got to the point to where I was being beat for no reason at all. So I just said, hey, I'm done. To heck with you. I traveled around mostly the western United States for about 14, 15, 16 years. I lived in Oregon for 13 years. I got lucky one day and had the opportunity to start my own business. I kept my own business for about 10 years after that. I wound up in some serious trouble, wound up in jail and lost everything I owned, including the business. I did some more traveling around. I was trying to figure out, during that time where I wanted to go, what I wanted to be, what I wanted to do with myself. I finally came here back in 1991, and I've been here ever since. I've had, because I did time in a mental institution, I have trouble trying to deal with apartments because of the white walls and everything. So, I would rather be outside under God's roof than under a steel or a wooden roof, if you know what I mean. Years ago, drugs and alcohol put me where I am right now. My wife and my kid died because of my drug and alcohol problem when I was married. I went ballistic. I've never been the same since. I just had that, excuse my French in front of the camera, but I had that F you attitude. Okay? Whenever someone walked up and wanted to say hi or something, it was like, screw you, get out of my face, I don't want to deal with you, I don't hang around nobody because of problems like that. Because all they want to do is just, go off and get drunk or whatever, and I can't deal with that. That's why I'm pretty much a loner now. Don't get me wrong on all this. I'm basically a good person. I'll bend over backwards to help somebody out.
You like some pizza?
Thank you, sir. Many blessings to you, brother. Have a good day.
You too.
Now you just seen right here an example of what some people do. Okay? I'm sitting here talking to y'all, okay? And they get out their cars. It's like that. Sometimes it's like that. You didn't see me standing over there asking for it. I've had people drive up and go, hey, you want this, you want that? And it's like when I tell them no, they're like, well, why are you asking for it? Number one, I didn't ask you for it. You offered it. There's a big difference. I don't ask nobody for nothing. I let the sign do that talking. My sign says, houseless, I don't drink or do drugs. Please help in any way. God bless. Thank you very much. May the Lord bless and be with you. People read that. If they look like they're interested, I have a two-sided sign. I flip the sign around. When they turn their heads back towards me, they read a second sign that says, I bet you $1 you read this. It's an eye catcher. To a point, I call it entrapment. Most people, when they see that, they call it a sucker's bet. To a point it is. I don't use it to make money off of people. I basically use it to have fun. To get people to smile. To get people to cheer up a little bit. Kind of wakes them up to a reality check. That's where the respect towards me comes in. Okay? But in return, like I said, I also show a lot of respect. I can walk down these streets at any given time. Okay? Take the shirt off my back, take 10, 15 bucks out of my pocket, and give it to the next person in line. Okay? But I tell them one thing. Like the only movie that ever made me cry was called Pay It Forward. And that's what I do. I pay it forward. Okay? In return, I want them to pay it forward as well. I'm going to try one more time to get into housing. I'm going to try to get on SSI and all that to kind of help better myself. Other than that, I'm just taking it one day at a time. That's all I can do. Until I can find a way to deal professionally with my problems without having to have taxpayers pay for it, then what else can I do? I don't want to depend on taxpayers' money to support my needs, to support my wants. I want to be able to support myself my own way, or any way possible. I don't believe, except for flying a sign, I don't believe in trying to accept taxpayers' money, whether it be on SSI or general assistance or whatever. Okay? If it comes down to it and I have to be on SSI, let that be the reason. If that's where the Lord wants me, then that's where I'm going to have to go.